BB851, turn right, heading 180. Order 14 Papa, turn right 245, report localizer established 27.
AirAsia X reappears into the headlines following new developments. The developments specifically surround their financial position, which, if you've been an avid viewer of the channel for some time, you may recognise has of late been pretty dire. Also, we're going to really take a look at the concerning Airbus news that involves AirAsia X a bit later on in this video. With that being said, let's firstly take a look at what's going on with the airline. Thanks to a document that has been seen by Reuters with a link to their report in the sources area of the description, we've learned in recent days that AirAsia is proposing that it'll pay only 0.5% of the debt it needs to repay to each creditor. That's 0.5% of the US $8.1 billion in total. However, one of the biggest takeaways from the developments is that they'll also look to terminate all their existing contracts so they can further restructure the $8.1 billion. This is a staggering sum that is at the moment putting a massive cloud over their operations within the industry and their ultimate attempts at regaining lost ground that they incurred with the pandemic. Until this is sorted, you can definitely say goodbye to the idea that the airline will be functioning at its highest standards. The restructuring proposal will be discussed this coming November and will be absolutely crucial for the airline and also really the AirAsia group, which as we know is struggling on all fronts. You might be asking what happens if they do not undertake the proposed debt restructuring. Well, there would be no more. AirAsia X would, to put it very simply, be liquidated with immediate effect. So for all intents and purposes, this is truly a last resort for the airline to secure its future within the aviation industry. You heard me make mention earlier the termination of contracts. Now that does specifically relate to aircraft orders, that being with Airbus for the unfulfilled ones of the A330neo, also that of the A321neo. The source for this is the very same document seen by Reuters in recent days, noting that the termination of contract is the only way the airline can move forward within the sector and just stand a chance at future success. With that being said, you might be asking how this is concerning for Airbus. The contract with AirAsia is actually enormous, as the group is the biggest Asian customer. Therefore, the cancellation of orders is naturally a significant blow. And for the A330neo, with 78 total orders, this would also deal a blow to the program overall and impact the profits of the aircraft manufacturer. For Airbus, their A330neo has always been a slow seller. Now, that doesn't mean the aircraft needs to welcome in, say, 1,000 orders to basically be deemed not just a success, but also a commercial success for Airbus, as at the end of the day, it's not a clean sheet aircraft. However, no matter how you write it, a termination of orders that were expected to that degree, that being 80 units, does still significantly impact the program moving forward. Ultimately, even with this order, the airline is still actively in communication with other lessors, attempting to keep a relationship for the future. The positive that AirAsia X can take from this is that many lessors and companies that are associated or in direct business with them are indeed happy with the restructuring process, especially that of the plan that will be organised sooner rather than later. Now, what are your thoughts? Not just on the concerning news surrounding Airbus and those orders that I was telling you about that will be a part of the termination process, but really the situation over at AirAsia. It seems to be that they are massively struggling, but do you believe that this restructuring plan that is going to be organised in November will be a way to fully push them forward and hopefully recover, or do you think it's almost too far gone, and if we do see them again, it certainly won't be in the same capacity? You can let me know down in the comment section below. As always, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.